Shout out to everyone in Faze. I love all of them. They my boys. I don't own Faze. I don't own Faze, gang. No ownership. Uh, I want to build something. If you're hurt because you're mad that I want to build something for myself, sorry, I don't know what to tell you because I'm still gonna do it, and I'm gonna make this 5 star the biggest shit ever, and me the biggest ever. That don't mean I don't. That don't mean I won't. That don't mean I won't do with these. I love them. They're my boys. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna do what I feel is right for me. And then when you see the work out down the line, you'll see what I mean. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is interesting. Now Lacey refutes it, but we'll just go with the assumption that there's no ownership in the conversation. I'm interested to see how this goes. I think that there's personally more to the story as to why he left Faze. I don't think that the ownership thing is real. Group platforms don't work like that. Like,
What do you mean?
whether you have ownership or not, which I assume you're supposed to get out of it, is, specifically in this regard, this is just a place and a space for me to boost my brand. This is a place and space for me to utilize the name that they have, the Faze name, attach Faze to me and get me in opportunities in different doors and stuff like that. Legitimize me and my business. Because I can use Faze to do these different things. They have access to different resources that I don't have to do my stream. They are just supposed to be a vehicle and a vessel for me to get better content off. Ownership shouldn't even be like this thing that is so, like, I'm so hard pressed for. That's why I don't think that he is really talking about ownership. Like, I don't think ownership. I think it was a cop out.
I mean, I disagree. Like we said earlier, this is a mutually beneficial transaction between Faze and Max over the last years. Faze needed more talent to bring on board and revive their brand. And Max, through the concept of like that group content, definitely benefited from it. But if he's at a point, especially now that he doesn't have ownership, where he feels as if it'd be more beneficial for him to, especially now that he's built up to build his own, I think it makes perfect sense for him to say, "Hey, I think this phase in my life, no pun intended, all pun intended, has like served its purpose, but now I want to build my own." I think that makes perfect sense.
And which way do you think it was preventing that, though?
Phase in my life.
In which it was preventing that?
Like, in which way do you think Faze was preventing Max from building his own brand?
That's fair.
When Banks left.
What that mean?
Whatever that means for him. Banks is the reason he's there. Banks is the reason why this new group of Faze people is in this house and they have this new team. Banks was the person flipping you off and calling you an idiot when you said, I don't see this shit working out, X, Y, Z. Banks was the person that told you you were wrong. So it's ironic to me that as soon as Banks has to step away from the internet because of whatever he got going on, now Max is leaving. Now Silky moving back to fucking New York. Like now shit's starting to crumble because Banks isn't there. Also, let's not act like we haven't heard these Faze niggas talking about them having ownership in Faze before. There's a clip of Aiden Ross sitting with, and I don't know everyone specifically that was there. I don't want to sit there and say Max was also on that stream or with Aiden when this was said, but I know for a fact Silky was there, and I want to say either Jason or Lacey was also there. I don't know who else was there, but it was a clip of Aiden basically saying, gang, I own Faze. Like I have a decent chunk of ownership in Faze. That was like, how much you own? He told them a percentage. They was like, damn, we only got X, Y, and Z percent. So it was already on the internet that you niggas do have ownership in Faze. Now, I do think people are being disingenuous. People talking about, oh, well, there is ownership. I think he meant sole ownership, like actually wanting to own. Like Faze isn't his. He might have a piece of it, but that's not his shit. There's still people he needs to answer to, which is Banks. Banks ain't there. He's not there. Silky not there. Now it's ironic the two diversity hires are now gone. That Banks isn't there. There's a lot more into this outside of he don't got ownership. I want 5 star to be everything. I'm with you.
Well, is it ironic? Because Rage is in Miami. Silky's in New York, and Max is presumably back in New Jersey. What's ironic about that?
Outside of Rage being sidelined because he got the Lonzo Ball surgery, it's ironic that this is happening as soon as Banks announces he's leaving. I forget when Banks sent that tweet out or said that he was stepping away from the internet. How long ago was that compared to when Max said that he was stepping away? It couldn't have been a week. That should happen right after each other.
I just feel like this may be like this may just be an overthink on our part. I think one thing, we've definitely discovered, especially with Max over like the last year, he's definitely lacking on the business front of things. And like, so this may be just it sounds good or it sounds bad that I don't have ownership. So let me just start my own shit so I can have full ownership of it without like fully processing in his head that like I could have had my own shit while still being in Phase. You know what I'm saying? Like that like a lot of content creators do operate within like bad business practices. So maybe that just hasn't clicked for him. That it could just be as simple as that. I ain't gonna lie.
It could also be as simple as, hey, man. And granted, everything on the internet's a skit nowadays. For all we know, this is a whole big ass skit. But he could just dead be like, yo, I just want to do this. I just want to do my own thing. That's all these things are possible. I didn't watch too much Phase content, so I'm not going to sit here and act like it's a major loss or major benefit that he's gone. I wouldn't know. But ultimately, do your own thing, man. I'm all for it.
What's it called? I see people on the YouTube side saying Silky in LA. I literally just saw a video of him dapping up Phantom in the club in New York.
In New
I don't
York,
know.
like he said it him. Like, did Silky not say himself he was going back to New York? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
He can be in LA. Niggas are allowed to travel. Niggas can be in LA. He himself said he was going back to New York. So y'all calling him a liar?
And I actually have the clip right here. So I just want to squash that real quick because I don't want those people saying that. This is from August 9th. This is from 2 days ago.
Nigga, the fuck, I don't know. Yo, I have a whole PC set up, everything here, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yo, I'm gonna keep this tight, chat. You're gonna see me back in New York more. You're gonna see me back in New York way more, bro. I'm dead ass, bro. You're gonna see me back in New York way more, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't think we even have to keep playing.
Gang, I don't know where all you Phase fanboys came from. No one said, at least I didn't say it. We didn't say that Silky is leaving Phase. Just said the nigga is going back to New York, gang. He's just, he's distancing himself. He's on the move. He's on the go. No one said Silky left Phase, bro. Jesus Christ. That nigga sent 18 messages straight.
I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
Type of matter.
That's Phase band right there.
What I want to say though, because I think that this is something that people like very much underestimate. When you get in these groups, these organizations are going to change. YouTube has this thing, content creation has this thing about being very, very authentic and true to themselves. But if you really think about it, over the past couple years, you've seen 2Hype change, and you've definitely seen Phase change. Phase has gone through like 3 to 4 different iterations in our lifetime, our short lifetime.
Since 2020.
Yeah. Just a little short time span. And I think that that's something that people should probably get more accustomed to as things become, more how can I say? I don't want to say corporate, but just corporate. Like this isn't your run of the mill streams anymore. Like this isn't it's just 2 guys who are brothers, because that used to be the gimmick too. Oh, we're brothers, or this is my dad, and we create content and we just do this for the rest of our days until the channel shuts down. That's not what this is anymore. That is 100,000% not what this is anymore. So like Phase switching up and going to different people, new names rotating and all that really shouldn't be that big of a deal. That's really what I wanted to get off in this. That should not be that big of a deal. I do believe that there's something bigger, greater, more going on.
I think there's more flack on Max though for leaving on some, hey, Phase gave you this platform, now you're just gonna dip on them. Like you're not loyal to Phase. That's what I've been seeing.
Why would he be? I'm not saying why would he be loyal to Phase? Phase ain't loyal to people.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Members like the NFL cycles through running backs, gang. Like why would he be loyal to them? If anything, he's smart. If he sees an outing, take it out. If he sees a reason to get out, take it out. Honestly, he already let us know there's more. He already said it on stream. The clip of him saying there's shit that I can't talk about right now. Eventually, I hope I get a chance to talk about it, and I want to talk about it, but I can't talk about shit. So it's clearly some shit going on behind the scenes that led to him distancing himself from Phase. Like he walked away. That's all it is. Like he let us know there is shit that I can't talk about. If y'all think he can't talk about ownership and then goes and talks about ownership, y'all stupid. Like, gang, there's definitely more to this than just ownership. That was a bad hill to die on. There's literal evidence of niggas in Faze talking about they have ownership in Faze. That was a L cop out. That was an L lie.
Side note, shout out to KC3000 for reposting my TikTok, man. Appreciate you, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We eating good
Furthermore,
tonight.
Furthermore, final conclusion. If he wants to, I mean, as someone said in chat, we may be underestimating the business aspect of it. I know we weren't impressed with how Lil Baby's interaction went down, but as far as we know, he could have handled that. He could have handled that professionally as well. We just don't know everything. It's I don't know case, but for me personally, if his contract is up, he want to leave. I don't think he has to be loyal to him personally. Now if he was all, oh yeah, these are my guys. Like I love these guys, whatever, and then gotta go. Then that's a different conversation. But there's stuff behind the scenes we just don't know. It's a little parasocial on our end, but we gotta make the content.
What was the TikTok?
It was the Rakai selling out Walmart shoes.
Oh,
And Ray like the post too, man. Shout out to AMP, man. Appreciate y'all.
them your guys, man. A former employee.
Type shit, man.
Okay,
Type shit.
you guys, Clover Boys,
Ray, Asian. We're together.
Raymond Noodles.
Type shit.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things of that nature.
And things of that nature.
Yeah.
And my app just launched today. Where I
Oh,
announced
God.
it today.
You can't
That's
keep
how to do
saying
it.
that. You can't keep saying that. You cannot
Yeah.
keep saying that.
What you mean?
It's not my app launched.
Yeah, it hasn't launched. I just announced that I'm starting the process.
Listen, anybody in the
Good deal.
Discord, if you get on a T-Her app and submit your ID and stuff like that, we will pay you to show it on the platform.
He's on fire.
Droopy for $4.99 says, in that
I
case,
want to do that.
you guys have to give your guests part of the revenue from the top pods since they are giving you new viewers. I am pro pay people for their time and their service, Droopy. I don't know. That's not like a crazy concept to me. If somebody gives us time and us their talent or their services or whatever, I am pro paying it. Now,
But if you're cool with not being paid,
and that's true too. One, I'm not gonna fight you tooth and nail to pay you. I probably am though. But two, I'm probably also gonna find a way to try to compensate you. But
good for you,
ultimately,
man, good for you.
you need to. It's up to you as the creator to make sure that you repackage and repurpose, your shit. You got to do what you got to do. When we were talking about getting Dr. Umar on, what did I say he was? Did I say he was a band?
You said it was like
More than
3.
that.
I don't think it was. Whoa, 3
It was
in
like 2 or
person.
You
3.
said
It was
more
like
than
2 or
that.
3.
So
Yeah.
you said it was 2 or 3 initially.
Umar
like 2 or
was
3.
cheap back then. Now hold on, let me.
You said like 18 or something.
1.5K for virtual podcast interviews. And then he also asked me, what can I afford? That is Dr. Umar.
Oh shit.
But he said 1.5K for the virtual. Yeah, I would pay 1.5K for the virtual Dr. Umar pod. And then we just figure out how to make the clips from it. I don't know. We got to get that 1.5K back. I think we could have did it. I think we still could.
Same point. But then again, Dr. Umar finds out about your podcast. He's like, yo, I rock with y'all. Let's do it. I don't think that's anything too crazy.
Yeah. If he asked to be on here, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he says he rocks with us, let's do it. And then on the podcast while we're streaming says, "Hey,
Oh, the way
pay
it's
me."
1.5K.
Yeah, that's where he's fucked up. That's where he's fucked up.
I'm still find a way to pay Umar.
No, hell no, I'm not. You ain't okie doking me. I ain't no sucker.